This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cavaliers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Duke's offense will have the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
And the Blue Devils line it up with a first and goal. Barges ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Touchdown, Duke! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Ross. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
To the air, it's Morris. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Ennis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Little. Bust through behind his pad. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
The sure hands, it's Harris. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Morris. Pulls it in, it's Courtney. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Ennis. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Courtney. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Courtney. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Virginia! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The early script. He's got it on the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Morris. Finds his man. It's Brown. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Ennis. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They just keep firing. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anthony. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
Handoff from the gun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw on third down. Here's the pressure. Deep shot for the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
Getting set for the point after. And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Makes the grab. It's Courtney. Good, solid tackle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. To throw, it's Morris. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Quick release by the QB. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And the Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught in the backfield, it's King. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Lofts one high and deep. Touchdown, Duke! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Courtney. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Brown has it. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Cavaliers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Morris. Setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Finds his man. It's King. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The run from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Complete to the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
After getting absolutely nowhere on 2nd down, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ross. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Looking for a man. It's Morris. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They go to the draw. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Kick is in the air. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Creates a little room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Morris. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Back to throw, it's Morris. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
3rd down play from the gun. Complete downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Makes the catch. It's Brown.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's King. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Tight ends are security blankets for quarterbacks, especially in situations like that, right? You don't need a lot of yards. Just find the big fella, put it on him, get the first down.
And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. Catch in the middle, it's King. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And the Cavaliers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. Hard running there. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Grab, go to the middle. It's Ennis. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
The Cavaliers look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Creates a little space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Cavaliers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up fourth.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Got room to work. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's King. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
He'll keep it himself. Across the 35. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
The Blue Devils are on the move. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see some...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Great place to start for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Blue Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jess, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Right back to it. Makes it past the marker. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in and you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up, you got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No.
Turning it on. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Brings up 2nd down.
been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Looking for blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grab behind the line, it's Moore. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
Out of the gun. The running back has it.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The Blue Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off-play action on first down. It's complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are first and goal. He'll do it himself. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1-yard line.
And I think you still got 2 plays. Third down, be physical. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's third and goal from the 1. He'll sneak it. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but the big return has them in striking distance already. Scanning the field, it's Morris. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throw it toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football. But what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
They boot it away. He'll field the punt. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever. Oh, out of space. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Dropping back, it's Morris. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
They'll test the right side. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. Trying to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Morris. Using the quick game.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the counter. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Quarterback on the keeper. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
The Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Unleashes 1 deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. with yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.